Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to use Windows Sandbox. Windows Sandbox is a built-in virtual machine to Windows 10 and 11 Pro, and basically it's just a temporary, mostly for testing purposes, virtual machine where none of the information saves for the next time that you use it. So you're not really going to be storing anything on here. It's mostly just to test applications, maybe scripts. You want to see what a script might do to your system, or if you tweak certain system files that you're not quite sure will work out and you want to test it on a virtual machine first without doing it to your actual computer. It's super convenient, and I'm going to show you how to access it today. So the first thing you need to do is actually make sure that you're running the Pro version of Windows, because if you're not going to be able to use this. So press the Windows key and R on your keyboard, and what you need to type in is WinVer right here. And this will bring up this window. You can see I'm running Windows 11 Pro. This will work in Windows 10 and 11 Pro, but if you're running the home version, it's not going to work. You're not going to have this feature. So go ahead and close that out. And the next thing we need to do is open up the control panel. So you can go ahead and press start and type it in. And what you need to do is go to the Programs tab. Then you need to go to the Programs and Features tab. And now over to the side, you see this little shield next to Turn Windows Features on or off. That's what we need to click. So click Turn Windows Features on or off. And this is going to bring up the list of optional features that you can use with Windows. So I'm going to scroll. It's pretty close to the bottom. It's called Windows Sandbox. So right here, go ahead and check the radio button and click OK. And now it's going to find it and install it onto your device. Now that that's done, you need to restart your computer before this will take effect, before you'll be able to access it. So I'm going to restart, and I'll catch you guys back once that's done. Alright, so my computer has just restarted, and now in order to access Windows Sandbox, go to the Start menu and search for Sandbox, and now this will actually come up, and we can run that right here. And essentially it's going to load up an isolated version of Windows as a virtual machine that you can use for testing purposes, and it has essentially most of the functionality that you'd find in the normal operating system. So since I'm in Windows 11, the virtual machine is going to be on Windows 11. If you're doing this on Windows 10, it's going to be 10. But you can see here we have our own desktop and everything. So if I go to the settings, we can kind of see. In fact, I'm going to full screen this. So you can see we don't quite have everything that you normally find. Like, we don't have Windows Update because you wouldn't need to do that. It's not activated because you don't need it to be activated. But I'm gonna go to the Task Manager, and you can see we do have a Task Manager inside of here, so you can view the processes on the virtual machine. Um, you can see it allocates 4 gigabytes of RAM by default. I would assume that it's always 4 gigabytes. My PC has 16. Um, maybe it'll allocate less if you have less or more RAM on your system, or it could just be 4 all the time. But you can see you essentially have all of the same functionality as you would in a normal system. Like, we can access all of the built-in Windows apps and stuff. It also has Edge, of course, so we can go on the internet. So if you wanted to download an application to test from here, you could try that. Or, of course, you could just use it for any internet purposes that you might need. But, like, yeah, there's really not a whole lot more to say about it. But since, it is just a virtual machine, nothing that you do on here is going to it's going to impact your real computer, like if you like downloading certain applications. However, one thing I will warn you on is be careful. Like, if you just want to download a bunch of malware and viruses for fun, I would suggest against that, because just because this is an isolated machine inside of your current machine, computer viruses can spread across your network. So you may find that even though you're doing all of your malware inside of the virtual machine, it can, since we're bridging our network that we're connected to on our computer to inside so that it has network access, it can spread across your network. So it is possible that if you download the wrong stuff on here, you could find that weird icons or random processes start showing up on your actual computer as well. And that's not something you'd want to happen. So if you wanted to do that, you could connect your computer to your phone's hotspot or something so that it's not going to infect your actual home network. But honestly, I would kind of suggest against downloading malware for fun in the first place unless you know that it's something that's not going to infect um, your or spread across your network. But yeah, basically this is great for testing purposes. So it doesn't come with all of the built-in like Microsoft Store apps and stuff. In fact, it might not even have the Microsoft Store in the first place. Yeah, like it doesn't have everything because it's not meant to be something you use as like your actual operating system. It's simply meant to provide an environment where you can test things. We still have the basic utilities that you would need, but it doesn't come with all the fancy stuff. Like it doesn't. I don't know if it has. Does it have a group policy editor? No, like it doesn't even have um that on there. But yeah, it's good just to test things and to see what certain things happen if you mess with certain files if you want to see um how it will respond. But yeah, that's about it. That's how you access the Windows Sandbox. Um, and in order to close it, you can just click Start and you can click Shut Down, and it's just going to close Sandbox. So you can see right here. Um, but yeah, guys, that's about it. That's how you use Windows Sandbox. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.